Hey, back with another video. This video is about Kadesha Burch and Roosevelt Davis III. This story right here is kind of crazy. Because I did research on it and I found a couple of things, but I'm not gonna like go in depth on that part of it yet until I can get more sufficient evidence about this. But allegedly Kadesha Burch ended up getting incarcerated because she pow Roosevelt in the leg. And she told them that it was because he broke into her house and tried to attack her, so it was self-defense. She ended up getting out on bond. And Roosevelt drove from, I believe, Wisconsin to Kentucky or somewhere where Kadesha was living out of state. He drove to her home, broke into her home once again, allegedly, and pow Kadesha and her mom. But Kadesha is the only one ended up not surviving the incident. This man broke into a bank allegedly, stole money, bought a pow to do the situation, and went to travel to do what he did to Kadesha and her mom. Allegedly, they're saying in social media that it was over money, allegedly rent money that was needed or due, and I guess Davis didn't have it. So long story short is they both tried to unalive each other at a point in time. So let's get into these clips.
People in Washington County gathered tonight to honor a woman who was shot inside her home last week. This is Wave News at 11. I'm Noelle Friel. Police say Roosevelt Davis III robbed a bank in Wisconsin and then traveled to Kentucky, where he shot and killed Kadesha Burch, also shooting and wounding her mother. Wave News reporter Fernando Garcia Francischini was at the candlelight vigil held in Burch's memory tonight. He joins us with how the community is remembering her.
People we spoke to tonight described Kadesha, or Day Day as she was called by those close to her, as a light and someone who was a friend to everyone. They say she was the embodiment of what the Springfield community is really about.
This family is intermingled into my personal family.
Kadesha Burch was known by many in Springfield, and that was clear Sunday night when people from all over came together for a vigil in her memory. Among them was Pastor Gene Livers.
We remember when Day Day was a baby. I've eaten at the grandmother's table and the grandfather's. We got a long history together.
He described Day Day as a joyful person, as someone who was a light for others.
That she would help you and nobody would have to know. And so to be such a young person in her 30s, that's unusual, you know, because today we want to blow our own horn.
KSB says Burch was shot inside a home on Claybrook Avenue on December 27th. Investigators say the man who shot her robbed a bank in Wisconsin and traveled to Kentucky to her.
You watch the news all the time and you see everything happening elsewhere. You never think it's going to happen here.
Mayor Chris Essex also has a special relationship with Day Day's family. He graduated with her mother and he coached football with her stepfather.
Day Day's light, she was a very happy person. You know, when you talked to her, she didn't see a stranger. Regardless of what color you were, she was your friend.
Mayor Essex says an entire community is grieving now, a community that hopes this never happens again.
Pray with your children. Let them see you praying because they are the next generation. So we got to get busy doing that to show that we love them and sow some good seeds for the future.
Burch's loved ones have started a GoFundMe page to help her family with the burial costs. You can find information on how to donate with this story on wave3.com. Fernando Garcia Francischini, Wave.
GoFundMe account has been created to help pay for the funeral of a woman after she was shot last week in Washington County, about an hour southwest of Lexington. State police say 31-year-old Kadesha Burch was shot and a home on Claybrook Avenue in Springfield on Friday. According to investigators, another woman was also shot, but she survived. State police say the suspect, 23-year-old Roosevelt Davis, who knew the two, allegedly drove from Wisconsin, broke into their home, and shot them. According to his arrest citation, Davis admitted to robbing a bank in Wisconsin and using that money to buy 2 guns. State police say Davis was arrested after a traffic stop in Shelbyville. He's now charged for attempted murder and burglary. Meanwhile, a GoFundMe to help Kadesha Burch's family pay for her funeral has so far raised more than $10,000.
New this morning, we now know the name of the person charged in a Saturday night shooting in Mercer County. Kadesha Burch is charged with attempted murder and 5 counts of wanton endangerment after she allegedly shot a man at a home on Perryville Road in Harrodsburg. According to officers, a man found on scene was taken to a nearby hospital to treat non-life-threatening injuries. Burch is being held in the Boyle County Detention Center on a $50,000 bond.
So yeah, like I said, it's a few stories going out, but from what I see about her going to jail, he entered into her home from what is being stated, and she was defending herself. I don't know how that ended up playing out, except for him coming back retaliating and unaliving her maybe before she was able to go back up to court and beat that case. But I'm going to dig more into this situation and come back with you guys with more information, what went on with the situation. He wasn't just her ex-boyfriend. He was the father of one of her sons, they are saying. So he literally took her away from her child. But let's jump into this video of his cousin explaining what she felt about the situation. And for what she's saying, it seems like she was defending herself and that she was a good person. Maybe this was a thing to where he didn't like the fact that she left him alone and he was a bitter baby daddy / ex. So let's get into this. This is just, it's messed up. It's
on this
sad.
earth and think everything go peaches and cream. That shit foul as fuck, gang. And rest in peace, though. Like, you will be truly missed. You was a beautiful soul. You was always nice as fuck every time I seen you. You always greeted people with hugs. You was a good ass fucking girl. You did not deserve this. I genuinely hate that this shit happened. And I'm still in shock that this boy is leaving behind kids. He is leaving behind siblings. He not taking understanding or taking heed that, bro, you cannot see us no more. Nobody in our family wants to fuck with you no more because you did this stupid ass shit.
Wisconsin
Or anybody.
say a man who Wisconsin bank killed her. This is Wave News at 6. I'm Noelle Friel. John and Myra are off tonight. Roosevelt Davis III is being held in the Shelby County Detention Center on charges of murder, domestic violence, and attempted murder. Police say he shot Kadesha Burch. Davis is also accused of shooting Burch's mother. Wave News reporter Logan Perrone talked to a family member of Burch who says they have a history with Davis.
23-year-old Roosevelt Davis III is accused of shooting Burch as well as shooting her mother. We know that he was fleeing the area and was arrested in Simpsonville later in the day. Davis is charged with attempted murder and burglary. According to his arrest citation, he admitted to robbing a bank in Wisconsin and using that money to buy 2 guns. It says he then drove to Kentucky with the intention of killing victims, where he fired at least 10 rounds into the home. Back on October 5th, Burch was actually arrested in Harrodsburg for the attempted murder of Davis. That citation outlining another domestic incident between the two, where she claims that he strangled her before she was able to grab his gun and shoot. Court records show Burch posted bail just 4 days ago for that incident. A family member told us that Davis had been sending threatening text messages to her family since that incident. Now, this investigation, it is being led by KSP. We've reached out for more information, but have yet to hear back. As for the condition of Burch's mother, we also don't have an update there. In Washington County, Logan Perrone, Wave News.